Come spend the next 2 weeks backpacking and road tripping around the beautiful country of New Zealand. My sister's been trying to convince me to go to New Zealand for the past 2 years. Last year she lived in Auckland and made some amazing friends, so this year she went back to visit for Christmas. She was down in Queenstown and I thought this was a perfect time to go visit. They picked me up from the airport and we spent the night making sushi and deciding what hike we were gonna do. The next morning we packed up our bags and took off. We did a hike called Earnslaw Burn, and it's burning. I won't get too much into it because my last video is the full vlog of this hike. Some of the highlights being hiking through the valley with so many waterfalls around us, the view of the massive glacier, laying under the stars, the southern lights, and then getting back to the car after a long day of hiking. After this hike, we were completely exhausted, but Shayla and I realized that the only time available to do the Milford Sound was the next day, and that involved a 6 a.m. wake up. We got on the road by 6:30 and enjoyed the 4-hour drive to Milford Sound. Going to the Milford Sound! Just did 4 hours driving from Queenstown. Well, Shayla did all the driving. Thank you, Shayla. We got our boat tour at 11:45, so we had to get up at 6:30 in the morning. We're a bit exhausted after the hike yesterday, but it'll be good. Worth it. Shayla, how many times have you been here?
This is my 3rd time.
She's an expert. We took one of the boutique boat tours and it was so amazing. Such beautiful scenery, it was such a beautiful day. Apparently you either get a rainy day and tons of waterfalls or a sunny day and no waterfalls. Either way, I think it's beautiful. So if I remember correctly, Captain Cook missed the Milford Sound 3 times. And you can kind of tell why because you can't even see. It's right in there.
Well, too. Other than that, do enjoy this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to get up close and personal with a giant glacial-fed waterfall in a wild setting like this.
The next few days we spent around Queenstown. We went to Taco Tuesday where they had these mega margs and $5 tacos. We played some pool in the ski-themed bar, and one night we had a potluck dinner with Chanel and Harry and their 3 housemates and a few friends. It was very wholesome. On our final day on the South Island, we headed to Arrowtown to look at the cute shops in the area. Then we made our way up to Wanaka with a pit stop at a really cute pub called the Cardrona Hotel. Wanaka is such an adorable town, so many shops, pubs, and restaurants with beautiful views of the lake. Leaving Queenstown was a sad day, but we were excited to get to the North Island and to some slightly warmer weather. Goodbye, South Island. We have made it to the North Island, and first time trying real fruit ice cream.
Not for me.
We're borrowing one of Shayla's friends' cars because New Zealand people are very generous, and we're driving around the North Island, also borrowing her tent, and gonna explore. Shayla has it all planned in her head. I'm just here for the ride. Where are we going first?
Waipu.
Waipu.
It's a nice, cute little town on our way to the Bay of Islands.
Yum. Plane this morning, went to the friend's house. She wasn't even there. Picked up the car and we're going. After ice cream, we decided to drive up to the Bay of Islands, which was a 3.5-hour drive. Made it to Bay of Islands. It's a cute little town. It is 9 p.m. and we're trying to find somewhere to camp. We were going to stop in a town about an hour and a half away, but then we just thought we'd drive all the way here. But things are a bit busy because it's a weekend and holidays. Why are we waiting for that way? Got a campsite. Ocean view, $60 a night for both of us. Maybe right here. That's perfect. Where this is pretty flat. You cannot even tell how dark it was out there. Can't see anything from that That night lapse makes it look like you could see. Dinner. We don't have a bowl, so we can't make our noodles. This takes unprepared to a new level. You don't even have your own sleeping bag. Where are they? Oh! Yeah, what the Shayla?
Oh, great. Now you've scared it back in the hole.
You blamed that on me.
Oh, I went back in there. Antonia leaves them there. She says they're her little friends.
Oh. Good morning from the Bay of Islands. Rained last night. We're decided we're gonna stay one more night here. Then we don't need to pack up our wet tent and we can just stay. We'll go hang out in town all day, wander around. First time seeing it in the day. Oh, let's do a little haul of what I bought yesterday because we're so unprepared. I don't have any clean socks and underwear left. So we bought some socks. Oh yeah, I came to New Zealand with just my runners and they are in a state right now. So I bought these sneakers because I needed some new sneakers. And yesterday we both got new Birks. So I'm excited about that. What color do you want? How about I give you the two blue ones?
What are you talking about?
The socks. Anyway, yeah, that's the plan for the day.
Breakfast.
We spent the whole next day in the Bay of Islands, and sadly the weather wasn't very good, so we didn't get to do any day trips. But it is a nice town to wander around. And then headed back to do some admin for the night and charge our devices. So we went to the thrift store and got some camping utensils. This bowl, $1. This bowl, $2. Forks $1, and this mug, $2, and then Shayla's mug. Because we got all this like noodles and stuff, and then we got here and there was nothing to use it with, so we didn't eat last night. And we've just had like an iced coffee and a muffin this morning. Trying to save money, but now we have no energy to do anything. Would nap, but it's way too hot. Gonna do some laundry and book a flight. Start to the day. The guy behind us camping over there just came over and he's leaving tomorrow. And he's like, I have some stuff if you guys want to take because I leave, so I won't be able to bring it. We needed this, Shayla. We needed a lighter for our stove that we don't have. Cups, coffee, dishwashing soap. Then he gave us this little and a tent. 2-person tent. How cute. What a nice guy. That lovely man gave us a bunch of waters as well. So I'm going to just fill up our water bottles. We've got like a 6-hour drive today and showered. What time is it? It's 10 o'clock. So we're making a good start to the morning. We need to get gas this morning. It's so expensive here in New Zealand. Like, it's kind of funny how everyone complains at home about the gas. And until you come somewhere like here, even Australia, it is so expensive. Oh! That was so stupid. Oh my god. I literally just laid that down and it didn't have a lid on it. What the hell? These cute little flowers are just all over all the roads here. It's so cute. We're stopping to get coffee and maybe a breakfast. Stopping in Waipu.
You can lift up the top and put it inside. It's like gravy.
Day 3 we took off pretty early because we had a big 5-hour drive ahead of us. We were headed down towards Hobbiton, but not quite sure where we were gonna stay. We looked at the website and the only time available for us the whole week we were there happened to be at 9:40 a.m. tomorrow. So we panicked and bought those tickets, but that meant a long drive down. We were going to stay in Matamata, which is the town right beside Hobbiton, but as we were driving, Shayla recommended we check out Raglan, which is this cute little surfer town. So this day we drove 392 kilometers and it took about 6 hours. Since it was now the weekend, our last minute planning was not working out that well. The main campsite was sold out and we ended up going to another one down the road and waiting for an hour before they could check us in. It was pretty bare bones campsite, but for $15 a person, we didn't really care. We got some takeaway pizza, watching the 3 surfers surf these no waves, and some cider. And that's pretty much all we're doing today. So the first campsite we went to didn't have space. Shayla then forgets her sunglasses there, but we don't realize for hours. Then we go to the next campsite. They say it was like 5:45. They're like, the thing will be open at 6. So we're like, okay, we'll just wait here till 6. Then it's just chaos because there's no campsites anywhere. So everyone's like rushing to fill out the paper and like line up. Everyone's lined up for like 20 minutes. And then the guy's like, okay, we just need to go check how many sites we have available. We're like, what? Why wouldn't you do this before? So we ended up getting a spot there, $30 a night. Set up our tent that the guy gave us this morning. Then we go into town, nothing's open. Went to a fish and chips place and then that was closed, so we had to walk all the way back. And then Shayla realized she forgot her sunglasses somewhere. So we had to go find those, went to our campsite, to the other campsite. And then we've come here and you can't even see the sunset over the water, which was like the main attraction. But we have pizza and a cider. We're going to Hobbiton tomorrow. We've had to come to a bar, a pub here to charge our stuff because we're kidding. Because we've been camping for a few days and can't charge anything. So here, this is where we are. So I've got cameras charging down there. Shayla has spent over a year in New Zealand now and she still has never been to Hobbiton. So this morning we packed up our camp and took off on the 1.5-hour drive to Hobbiton. It was such a cute activity. It was so cool to see where they filmed and all the 44 different hobbit holes. And each hobbit hole was built to reflect the unique personality and occupation of the hobbit that lived there. It was absolutely adorable. As of last year, you can tour the inside of the hobbit holes, and this was magical. I'm taking inspo for my future house from this hobbit hole. After the tour, you head to the Green Dragon Inn for an ale specifically made for Hobbiton.
Let's finish the Hobbiton experience.
It was quite cute.
was very cute.
I feel like even if you haven't watched the movies and stuff, it was just cute. And a movie set and everything's all decorated. And you get a beer at the end, walk around outside. Very nice. Now we are driving to Mata for breakfast / lunch. We haven't eaten anything today besides that beer.
If you spend the night with Emily Murch, you will have to think about it. But I will be gossip in town if I don't go home at night, she said.
After our tour, we hopped back in the car and headed to the Mount. This was an hour drive and the Mount is absolutely stunning. We stayed in Beachside Holiday Park right under the Mount and right in town. One of our family friends from home moved here and she had us over for dinner. It was so nice to catch up and see a familiar face. Good morning. Going for a swim. Then we're gonna shower, then we have to leave this campsite, so we'll pack up and then go wander around town. Last night was really nice. We went to our friend from home, a family friend, she lives here. We went to her house for dinner and it was just really nice to catch up. Today we're going to the Coromandel after this, I think. Boysenberry. It's the Boysenberry New Zealand fruit. Real fruit ice cream. And it's so good. Better than the first one I had. We're currently debating whether we buy Punami rings. They're $266 that we both can't afford. At this point, we were getting sore backs from the tent and a little tired of waking up at the crack of dawn because of the heat. So we decided at the next location we might try and find a bed. We drove up to Whitianga and found a twin cabin available at Cook's Beach. We booked it and it was only $60 each, so it was worth it for a comfy bed and a place to charge our things. Sadly, the car didn't have anywhere to plug in our phones, so we had to always charge when we got to our destination, which made it a bit more challenging when we were camping. We saw a beautiful moonrise on Cook's Beach and then went to bed early after more noodles for dinner. My GoPro kept dying last night, so here's a little tour of where we stayed. So nice. We slept in past 9 o'clock, or past 7:30 when we normally get up, until about 10. It was so nice. Made us some coffee. This is actually a really nice campsite. Cook's Beach Holiday Park. It's really nice. It's got a big pool, like a big communal area with a TV and like a huge kitchen. So it's really nice. And those beds were so comfy, oh my gosh. But today we're gonna go do this Cathedral Cove walk and go down to this other town where Shayla's friend is. So that's the plan. Okay, when they have thick straws, it's hard to stick it up. A bagel with caramelized banana, walnuts, peanut butter, cinnamon, yum. Chocolate avocado smoothie. Oh, we're gonna need napkins. Current problem is the car won't turn on, so you do it and I'll do it. Thanks, Google. Thank you, Google. It actually wasn't turning on before. We should have shown you what it was doing.
I'm glad we didn't call our dad before we Googled.
Oh, Shayla's first thought it. She tried turning it 3 times. We need to call Dad.
It's a blue job.
Okay, let's go to this walk. We have decided to not go do the Cathedral Cove today. So we didn't realize how long of a walk it was. It's like an hour and 15 one way and it's really steep. And you're just like walking through the town. So we're gonna just head to Tairua where Shayla's friend is. And then maybe
Microwaved, steamed.
7.5 minutes for 2 cobs.
All right, here's the trick.
Woo!
You squeeze it right out.
Awfully phallic.
Oh, you've got to get into it. Right.
Shake. Now shake.
Woo!
Well done.
That's a clean squeeze, baby.
Yeah.
New Zealand overall was absolutely stunning, and I'm so grateful to have Shayla tour me around and for all of her friends for being so generous. The North Island was amazing, and I've loved driving around everywhere. In total, we did 16.5 hours of driving and 1,150 kilometers. Such an unforgettable trip, and I cannot wait to come back here since there's so much more to see.